Welcome to Nick Saban Jr. Sports Talk TV. Thank y'all for tuning in. Going live for the first time in a long time. And I ain't gonna be on here long at all. Just want to come on here and talk a little bit, give my final bowl predictions. And I'm gonna rank every position group from top to bottom. And I'm gonna give y'all the reason why I think Alabama wins the SEC championship. But again, this is my opinion. Before we get started, let me hit y'all with the sauce.
So what we do is important, but how we do what we do becomes more and more important. And that's for every guy here. We got to do it better. Our goal is to have the kind of team that nobody wants to play. And that means that we have to impose our will to dominate the competition all the time. It's all about what does it take to break you.
But yes, college football is back, my guys. We almost here. It's Tuesday. Saturday is the big day, guys, for football. Can't wait. Been waiting for so long. Been patiently waiting for so long. We've been doing a lot of talking back and forth with different fan bases. We going to win the national championship. Alabama's going to go down after Nick Saban leaves. Georgia is going to win the national championship because they're favored to win. And yada, 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 yada. Y'all don't have Caleb Downs anymore and all the crazy stuff, but whatever. Alabama still going to roll, in my opinion. Got 3 in the chat, man. Y'all appreciate y'all tuning in. Hit the like button for me. But I'm going to start off by giving y'all my final predictions because, like I said, it's not going to be a long live. Just want to test it out, give it a little test run because I haven't done it in a while. But with my final bowl prediction of entering this season. Van, my God, what's up? Just doing a little test run. I got some content. Eric D, what's happening? Bro? I hadn't did it in a while, but I'm giving my final predictions, my final bowl predictions. And I'm going to start it off by Jalen Milroe will have 45 plus touchdowns and be a Heisman finalist this season. In my opinion about that, he's going to be a Heisman finalist. And when I say a Heisman finalist, it's going to be a no decision, no doubter. Like, duh. This is the season I think Jalen Milroe is going to have, in my opinion. But hey, that's my opinion. And I don't care what nobody else thinks about it. Van said he believed that. That's right. Eric D said, long time I see. He said, I got Milroe winning the Heisman. And me too. Yes, sir. Jeff Stapleton. I got a bold prediction for Milroe throws for a third. God dang, 3,500 yards and runs for 4,500 yards and winning that Heisman. Golly, I hope so. But my next bold prediction, Alabama beats Georgia by 10 points in September the 28th. And y'all, I don't care what nobody say. That is not far-fetched. That is not, like, when I tell people that Alabama doesn't fear Georgia, why should we? Georgia has not done anything to us to make us fear them. They have a good team. I'm not saying they're not a solid team. They are a solid team. But Alabama is still Alabama, and we still got the dollars. I got Alabama winning the SEC and winning the Natty. Me too. Because my first bowl prediction is I didn't have Alabama winning the SEC. But as I look over things and I get more confident in this Alabama team day by day, I changed that. But I got Alabama beating Georgia by 10 points. Easily. But let's move on. This is where I come in again, Eric D. Alabama shocks the world and wins the SEC and Killer DeBoer's first season. I changed that because I didn't have us winning the SEC, but I had us winning the Natty. But, man, I'm so confident in this Crimson Tide team. He said, I got us beating UGA by 3 touchdowns. We had the game won last season, and Reese let them come back. Georgia doesn't scare Alabama anywhere on the field. Nowhere on the field. Nowhere. Like, offensive line was our weak point last season. And they talked about your weak offensive line, your weak offensive line. And our weak offensive line dominated. They supposed to be killer defense, which is good. Good luck, Coach Boy fans. That's right. I'm gonna try my name, Coach Boy Junior, 2 times. Good to see you in there. What Van said, Georgia is talented, well coached, and highly, yes sir. But tell me it don't feel like the wheels could start to fall off. It really could, bro. Like in my opinion too, man. The rest rates at yes, and that they're injury prone right now too, Van. They're injury prone right now as well too. So it's a lot going on in the program. That's why this year feels like, if you're a Georgia fan, it's gonna be a slight disappointment. They're gonna be good, but it's gonna feel like it's gonna be a disappointing year. But you know, with Kirby Smart might not let it get to that point. You hear Kirby Smart talking about the depth issues, and that's an issue that we have not all around the college. But when Kirby Smart really talks about it, I think it's more of a concern than I think it is, because we see it. NIL transfer portal is due to that. UJ started a new class, AA. Can anyone tell me who is Georgia starting wide receiver and running back? Wide receivers, I think they're gonna have Kobe Black, Landon Humphreys, Dominic Lovey. I think that's their guys. And what is it? Roger, one of them Robinson guys is gonna be, I think, gonna be the running back, and I think they're gonna really look forward to that true freshman. I forgot his name. The true freshman running back. I think they're gonna give him a lot of things. NSA, even with all of those losses of the Porter, Alabama has the best. Yes, because I tell people even about that. You know, when I tell people about that we lost players, a lot of players, but a lot of those players didn't play, or there was a non-factor anyway. Isaiah Bond, Caleb Downs. And if you take away, Isaiah Bond is good. I'm not trying to shit on him. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to shit on him. But you take away that Auburn catch, Isaiah Bond was just a receiver. And now if Jalen Milroe had a better quarterback play throwing the ball, he probably would have had a better season as well. So, but really, Isaiah Bond, he was good, but it was like, Bond didn't hurt us. No, it didn't. I'm not trash talking until Saturday. Hey, but I believe I'm gonna smoke Clemson still 2 times. I stopped. A lot of people say there's gonna be a good game, but I stopped putting Clemson on that pedestal. Clemson is just another team in the ACC, in my opinion. They're just another team. But my other bold prediction, Jeremy Bernard has an 1,000-yard season and earns all SEC honors. Listen, I've been high on Jeremy Bernard since he came to Alabama. He would be a starter at Washington. If he would have stayed at Washington, been a run back, wide receiver 1. But coming into Alabama, knowing what Kellen DeBoer, Nick Sheraton, Jamarcus Shepard is expected, knowing that system, he's already 2 steps ahead, 2-3 steps ahead of everybody. So this is my guy, Mr. Gabriel. Niggas gone. Time for a nope. Louisville had a good season last year. No doubt. They shocked me. They shocked me a good season that they had. Mr. Gabriel, I'm glad to see you on here, man. Good to see you, man. Salute. We miss you too, bro. We miss you. But yes, Jeremy Bernard, my guy, wide receiver 1, will have over 1,000 yards. But my next bold prediction, Jahad Campbell and Deontay Lawson will be the top linebacker duo in the nation this season. Listen, I've been saying this for a while, that I think we're going to have the best linebacker duo in the country coming up. I think we're going to have the best linebacker duo in the country coming this season. Like, these 2 guys, I feel like they're going to give us that vibe of that old Alabama linebacker vibe. That's my opinion, though. It's my opinion. That's my bold prediction. My next bold prediction. Xavier Brown will lead the team in interceptions. Yeah, you heard me. Keon Sapp sounds like he a replacement for Caleb Downs and moving Malachi Moore to the safety will make our great point. Great point. Yes, Keon Sapp is a key addition, came from a national championship team, a team that beat Alabama last year in the playoffs, and I believe that was a great pickup. I slick want to say an underrated pickup from here for that was a slick underrated pickup. That's my opinion though. But yeah, you heard me. Xavier Brown will lead the team in interceptions. A true freshman, I think, will lead the team in interceptions. And my last bold prediction, I think this is my last one. I got it typed up on here. Alabama won't have a 1,000-yard rusher for the third straight season. And this is why KB, Cup Nation, stand up, baby. Shout out to the Kangaroo Clique and my boy Kangaroo Black. Salute. 21 gun salute. We shoot. But yes, Alabama won't have a 1,000-yard rusher for the third season in a row. And this is why I say they won't have a 1,000-yard rusher. Dude, we are working with a three-headed monster. And this is what I predict the yards to be. Justice Hayes going to have like 800-something rushing yards. I'm going to say Jam Miller has like 600-something rushing yards with like 250 to 300-something passing yards. And Richard Young, he going to come in and get busting him for like 350, 300. But he going to have some good runs and he going to have them TDs because Richard Young going to eat this year too as well in this goddamn defense. I think Xavier Brown and Damani Jackson combination will be one of the best cornerback groups in the SEC this season. I think so. I really think so. Okay, let's see what Van got to say. I'm interested to see your defense. See our defense get tested by, yes, you know they got TJ Finley as a starting quarterback, somebody that worked us in the Iron Bowl a couple years too. The quarterback who played, yeah, you just said it. Auburn, LSU, and Texas. Yes, it's 6'7", 250. Yeah. And then what I say, he has a lot of good attributes. TJ Finley has, my opinion, even though he's been passed around, I guarantee you the NFL gonna give him a shot, man, because his height, his size, man. He has the what they call it, the toolage. I can't remember what the word they use, but he has the attributes. He has that stuff. He has the height, the size, and everything. And I think somebody will give him a chance. But moving on, to me, ranking my defensive, my Alabama position groups coming into the season. But yes, Eric D, I think the same thing. I think Xavier Brown them will be a great combination. I don't normally hype a quarterback that has played at multiple schools, but yeah, he is. Yes, for real. Matter of fact, he is somebody I follow his recruitment. I think he came out of Louisiana, somewhere down there. One of those schools. I follow his recruitment, man. Big guy. I thought he was gonna kill it at LSU, but hey, you know, things happen. But ranking my defensive group, my position groups for Alabama coming into this season. I have the defensive backs at number 9. And I'm gonna explain why. Because yes, we have a lot of young talent. We're gonna have to play a lot of young players. But I believe we'll be okay. And I'm going to explain later on why I think it'll be okay, because I'm going to explain it now. Because I say number 9 because if we get defensive line play that we need to, they will be okay. If you watch 7-on-7s, you have so many talented dudes on the defensive side on 7-on-7. You have so many talented guys, but guess what? When you one-on-one and no pass rushing, they get cooked. They make plays, but they get cooked a lot on that 7-on-7 stuff. And next day, our pass rush will be look like, and I'm gonna get to that. I can't wait till I get to that position group, Eric D. I really can't wait till I get to that position group because that's gonna explain the reason why I'm saying defensive backs are number 9 for me. It's important, very important. Young guys, but we also got veteran guys, and we're gonna play a lot of talent. But listen, I think our defensive backs will be okay if our front seven do what it's supposed to do. And you will hear me talk about it more. Number 8 is tight ends. Listen, hey man, I appreciate everybody stepping in. Todd, what's going on? Todd going on. Salute. Let's link up, baby. Let's link up. Tight ends. You know, Kellen DeBoer, he's an offensive-minded guy. When I say offensive-minded, I don't mean just throw the ball everywhere. He can do that, but I believe offensive-minded, he does what it takes. But passing is going to be his arsenal. And if you look at Kellen DeBoer's offense, passing is also part of – tight ends are actually part of his offense that makes it click, a very important part. Nick Sheridan, tight ends coach, I believe he's going to make it an emphasis to get those tight ends involved. Number 7, my wide receivers group. Very talented group. Kind of unproven, but very talented. It's a lot of hype around Ryan Williams, Caleb Odom, Jeremy. It's a lot of hype around this group. It's a lot of talent in this group. Underrated guys, Rico Scott, guys like that. You know, Emmanuel Henderson, Cole Adams. I miss the people, but don't. Hey, man, and the morale, Mr. Gabriel, the morale done got worse there, bro. The morale done got worse, man. I don't know if the people cool, but the morale at that place is awful, man. But yes, wide receiver, talented group. Cole Adams, I'm excited to see Cole Adams. Jeremy Bernard, my wide receiver one, I think they're gonna have 1,000 yards. Ryan Williams, he's gonna make a lot of plays. Kobe Prentice, those guys are gonna ball out. But I got him at number 7. Jamarcus Shepard gets this group back to the Henry Ruggs, Jaylen Waddle, Devontae Smith, Jerry Jeudy type days. My opinion, though. So my next group, number 6, linebackers. Our running backs will open up. Yes, sir. I agree, Jeff. I agree. Number 6 is linebackers. And I have them up on the list because I think this is going to be the best linebacker duo. And I'm waiting to see my boy, what the other starter is that basically put him as a starter too. My guy coming out of JUCO last season, he going to be a very important piece because last year when we got this guy, all we did was talk about if Louisville beats Georgia Tech, Notre Dame, back to back. Hey, that's a good point. Because Louisville had a hell of a season last year. Do Louisville builds off the momentum that they had last season? That's a good point. If they can pull out a Georgia Tech win and Notre Dame back to back, ACC, watch out. If Louisville can pull that off, because Louisville had the ACC kind of shook last year. They had them kind of shook. That's my point. Can't sleep on Louisville. Weak, well coached, and they yes, to get the most out of their talent. That's why I love Van, man. Van come with them got them sharp dogs, man. I like for real. But number 6, my linebacker group. Number 6, because again, it's gonna go to my defense line. Jam Miller. I'm gonna get to that group. Jeff. Just wait. I'm gonna get to it. But linebackers, the best to me, I think the best linebacker duo in the country this season when it's all said and done. They give me the vibes of the old Alabama linebackers. They give me those vibes. And I think we get that this year. But I got them high a little up there on the list. Because I'm going to explain later. But number 5, and I know Van, I know my guy Van, does not like these guys, the freaking kickers. But kicking is going to be clutch. Far as punting and freaking Field goal kicking. Hey man, he been on this offseason. He been on this fall camp. He had that one screen when he went 3-5, but at the same time, I say we don't know the context of that. We don't know he hit 45 plus yards, 3 for 45 yards plus. But what if those other misses were like from 50, close to 60? We don't know. It could have been 35 yards. We don't know. Yo, man, I know you don't like them kickers. But it's gonna be clutch. Because when you have a good kicker, it also helps how you call plays, how you set up your plays. And I know you know that. I know you don't like them guys. Come on, Uncle said the same thing. He said he can't stand kickers because when he was in college, they used to have to run for a field goal miss, and they used to be on the practice field going hard, running, while the kickers on a whole separate field, god dang gone. Just kicking, doing nothing else. So my uncle can stand the freaking college kickers when he was in college. 3 for the 5. I'll be kicking here. Hey, all right. Kicking her out. Is that right? Jesus style. You crazy. By that time, being netted on wheats on the unwind. But yeah, number 5 is the kick group. Very important group. And number 4. We getting down. Number 4 is my offensive lineman. 3 of the top 10 interior offensive linemen. Caden Proctor returning. Then you got Elijah Pritchett and Wigan Formby over there battling. I think Wigan Formby will walk out on the field first, but I am comfortable with that rotation group. Then when you want to talk about the guys that Gino Van Mark, whatever his name is, the Michigan State transfer, he's the backup to Jaden Roberts. Like you have to like this offensive line all the way around. From the first team to the second team, you have to like, and I think Coach Cap is gonna get what he wants aggressive offensive linemen. If you look at the guys he recruits, look at their tape. They're physical guys. They're guys that can get out to the perimeter. That was a key thing about getting these guys smaller, because if you're offensive line for this team, for this group, you're going to have to move your feet. Last year was a bit too slow on the feet. My boy Caden Proctor got better throughout the year. Ballard, what's up, my guy? What's up, man? Y'all go subscribe to Ballard Sports Media. Please do that. But yes, last year was kind of slow. Caden Proctor got better, but he got whooped a lot on the edge. And footwork with this group, I think there's a big emphasis this offseason. These guys are going to get out to the perimeter, set out blocks on the perimeter, in my opinion, and they're going to set up walls for the running backs and the screenplays to do what they do. That's my opinion. So I got number 4. They at number 4. Number 3, it's got to be, we need kickers in clutch situations, but I see our offense score 45 plus in all in all of our games, Nick, especially, yes, since Self's gone. Yes, the right tackle position, both guys are doing so well that, yeah, they're struggling to pick one. They're both going to be 1A, 1B right now until somebody just pulls away. That's right, Van. But number 3, I got the quarterback position. We know what we got in Jalen Milroe. But let's dig a little deeper. We know what we're expecting of Jalen Milroe. But I asked this question, and I'm going to ask y'all again, that if Jalen Milroe goes down and Ty Simpson comes in, do y'all feel comfortable enough with Ty Simpson taking over a starting position and still leading us to the playoffs and possibly a national championship? My answer, I am comfortable with Ty Simpson at this position right now. That's why I got them at number 3, because I think we have one of the best QB rooms. Jeff said, nope. He said, nope. I feel better in Ty this season. Ty puts in the work, and I think this style of offense, what he wants to do, I think it probably fits his style more. We got the return of the man who is making waves. Yes. And so I'm glad you brought it up, because we talk about Killian Russell. When Killian Russell comes in, we know next year is going to be Ty's job because he's so young, but his sophomore season, it should be competition backs up. But I tell people, don't sleep on Austin Mack, because Austin Mack is lighting up this fall camp. He is showing that this is the reason why I came from Washington with my coach. This is the reason why Coach Kelly and the board brought him over from Washington. I think we have one of the best quarterback rooms in the nation. My opinion. If we wanted to, one of the job Ty should have fought for it. I mean, it's one of those things that I'm pretty sure he's still out there working hard, but hey, you ain't finna beat out Milroe right now. This is just real talk. You ain't finna beat out Milroe. Absolutely. Not a shadow of a doubt. Yes. I'm pretty sure you're talking about the Ty coming in. I'm confident in Ty right now. This is my opinion, though. But I love asking those questions because I love those different opinions. And I'm going to ask y'all this question right now. I want y'all to put it in the chat. Who do y'all think are the best Alabama players, offense of all time, offense and defense? My brother asked me that question, and I love the question. I said it was Bryce Young and Derrick Thomas. And I want to hear y'all thoughts because there's no wrong answer. Yep. He said we're gonna be ready to fire coach. Nah, we good. Julio Jones is an obvious pick. Ooh, but that's the Devontae Smith is not an obvious pick either. That's why I say it's not a wrong answer. I love to hear what people see what people's minds at when I ask those questions. Defensive wise, I got Derrick Thomas, and I got Bryce Young just because of what he did with less athletes. Ooh, do y'all see this? If you know, you know. I'm just saying that if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Hey, I rock with that man. See, that's why I like. That's why I like. Oh man, because man be digging. He dig to where people don't think it. Like you're not thinking that commonly when you just ask that question. Ooh, if you know, you know. Ken, what's going on, my guy? Can't wait to see y'all down in Tennessee this season. Lane Kiffin in the few. Oh, I see Lane Kiffin in Florida possibly. Ooh, Cornelius Bennett. If you know, you know. There's another one. Tommy hey, that's another one. If you know, you know. That's for real. Van, for real. Great picks. If you know, you know. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. Ken Stabler, Joe. Ooh, okay. I like y'all thoughts. But number 2 on my bold predictions, and this gonna wrap up the other groups. What I talked about in the past. I have defensive line at number 2. My opinion is we talked about Brock. What's happening? What's happening, my guy? I hadn't heard from you in a minute, my boy. Where you been? But defensive line, I got them at number 2 because all the talk was secondary. And I'm telling y'all, what makes this 4-2-5 gonna go off? Constantly defensive line play. When you think about this group, we have Dogs, Otis, Tim Smith. We have LT Overton that been cooking. We have Quay Root. All these guys have been cooking. And to keep the same intensity, if this defensive line can keep the same intensity, get the pressure, hit their gaps, do whatever they got to do, embarrass people's kids. This is all I want them to do. Embarrass people's kids on Saturday. Keep the same intensity. How we do that? We can rotate this group 3 deep. This defensive line can rotate 3 deep. And I believe this is the year we get back to rotation and our defensive line brings the intensity that they need to bring for us to be a dominant. Because when you get this defensive line to play on the level that they need to play, guess what looks better? The linebackers look better. And guess what happens when the linebackers look better? When you get that constant pressure from the defensive line, the linebackers look better. And guess what falls in place? The secondary, defensive backs. That's why I had them rated so high up, because if the defensive line can set the tone in the trenches. The linebacker core gonna fall in place. That's why I had them next. Because the defensive line, I had them at 6. Defensive line do what they do. Guess what? The linebackers are gonna look better. They're gonna play better. Then if the linebackers and defensive line that put their front 7 together, secondary boys, it's gonna be a field day out there. It's gonna be a field day. Just think about, yes, a 2-4-2-5 can rotate that. Yes. That is dangerous. That is dangerous, man. You're right. And I'm telling you, think about when our secondaries in the past up under Saban, when our secondaries are really good, it's because our defensive line was really good. Our linebackers were really good. Think about the year with Toa. We gave Toa a lot of hell. And I say this, you hear the former Alabama linebackers talk about it. And I agree. I'm not a Toa fan, but Toa at the same time, he didn't have that the dominant defensive line play. Pete Gordon, I think he had him confused a lot of times. He was a play caller, calling plays, confused, trying to put people in the right position. Toa had a lot going on. Not a fan though. Not trying to take off for him because I'm not a fan of Toa. I'm not the biggest fan of Toa. But I think it was a bit much too off without a dominant defense line, mediocre linebacker play, and that kind of, breaks down to the secondary. I like Drake Kirkpatrick Jr. Yeah, that boy balled out. He a hitter too, man. That boy can come down and hit too, bro. Why aren't we talking more about him? Fast and physical. Keep your eyes open. I agree. But I think he's going to be one of those guys you start hearing more about next year. Probably his 3rd season in Alabama. If he sticks around, I believe he's going to be one of those guys. I think he's going to be he's not his daddy, but he's very physical and fast, and he's going to make plays. I'm going to say next year. I'm going to say next year I feel like we can hear more about him. I played against Drake Kirkpatrick's dad in high school. Hey, it's some dudes I played against too. I'm like, God dang, I can't believe we talking about that. But heck yeah. But number 1, my last position group, number 1, running backs. When I say Kellen DeBoer is an offensive-minded guy, like I say, when you think of offensive-minded guys, what do you think about? Steve Sarkisian, Lane Kiffin. You automatically think about the fancy pass, like the passes. That's all you think about. But when you think about Steve Sarkisian's offense, what most people don't think about is Sarkisian he has a 1,000-yard rusher every year in that backfield. That I can't remember exactly. Did he have one last year? I want to say he did, but majority of what makes Sarkisian offenses click is a 1,000-yard rusher. As a 1,000-yard rusher. He said, Juma, who's going to pop off in the game 1? I got Kendrick Law. Honestly, I think it's going to be a running show, man. My opinion, though. I don't know the game plan, of course, but I thought we're going to see a heavy dose of them running backs, man. And that's why I got him at number 1. When I say offensive mind guy, I believe Kellen DeBoer knows what he has. He's not going to go away from these guys' talents and what they do best. Sark used to run to keep the defense. Yes. Think about when we had him. If you just think back, Sarkisian keeps 1,000-yard running. That's what I mean by offensive-minded guy. Offensive-minded guys are balanced guys. They're not just, let's throw the ball. No, they know how to use these position groups. And running back is going to be very key because we got 3 guys that can really freaking treat the rock this year. I know people want to throw in Daniel Hill, but I believe it's going to be really 3 strong guys that really just dominates the run game this season. And we're going to see, I believe, more of a old-style type of Alabama offense mixed with a Sarkisian and Kiffin. Like, we're gonna pound the rock, but also guess what? It's gonna open it up, and Miro's gonna be able to do what he do. Think about it. You got 4 guys to worry about running the ball. You got Miro, Justice Hayes, Dan Miller, and Richard Young. That's gonna be dangerous. Our running backs is my number 1 position group in this team this year. That's my opinion. That's just my opinion. Henry has looked more than serviceable in the NFL. Lack of development. Yes, because when he with the Texans with DeMeco Ryans, for sure, DeMeco Ryans gonna coach him up. Think about it, even when he was in Tennessee. He looked better at Tennessee than he did at Alabama because he came over there with Pete Golding. They said, man, I think it was Jahad Campbell, one of those guys, seen an interview with those guys. He's like, pretty good guy, but him versus the guy we had last year, I can't think of his name right now. He retired. He said Pete Golding put out a lot of information at one time and keeps going versus I got last year. Please put his name in the comment. I don't know why I can't think of his name, and I know his name. The defensive coordinator. He said last year he was a guy that puts out information and make sure that you understand what you're doing versus Pete Golding put a lot of information out at one time and just kept rolling with it. Guys, yes, that's why. But running backs, I think running backs will get back to the Alabama nostalgia. Will ball out this season. That's my opinion. And my last and final thing, the reason why I changed Alabama from not winning the SEC to winning the SEC, my last and final topic, is because the last 10 SEC championships from 2014 to 2003, it's only been 3 teams that play in it. Will Ryan Williams and Kelly Odom play Saturday? I very much think so. At least Ryan Williams will. And I'm pretty sure Caleb Odom, because you can't keep the dude on the sideline, man. You can't keep that size on the sideline, especially against Western Kentucky. I believe. Hey, put y'all score predictions in before I go with this last topic. I want to see y'all score predictions for Saturday game. I'm not gonna do a preview prediction game because, bro, why? Why? And I may change my mind. I might get the time to do it. I'm looking like I have the time to do this. But this is why I think Alabama wins the SEC. Only 3 teams that's played in the SEC championship from 2014. Well, won the SEC championship. 52-7, 65-0. Ooh, god dang, Jeff. I can see that though. But I had what it was it? 50. I had 59-10. That's what I had. Mine is 59-10. 52-7. 56-10. That's cool. I like that tie. I like Jeff Stapleton though. Let's get that started. But the reason why it's on 3 teams I won. 2014, Alabama won. 2015, y'all hear this? 2015, Alabama won the national championship. 2000, not national championship, but SEC championship. 2016, Alabama won the SEC championship. 2017, Georgia won the SEC championship. 2018, went back to Alabama. 48-3. 2019, LSU won it. 2020, Alabama. 2021, Alabama. 2022, Georgia. 2023, last season, Alabama won it. So when I look back at that, look at the talent we got on team. Broke down every position group, rated them 34-28. Let me guess, Western Kentucky got 34. Yeah, we should, bro. Honestly, we should, for real, dog. We should. But when you just break down that, look at who been winning the SEC championship. Evidently, it's Alabama heavy. But break down the position group, right? The way I broke down position groups. My opinion, there's no reason why we think we shouldn't win the SEC. I know people think we crazy, we delusional. Nick Saban is gone. Nick Saban is in the office in Alabama. But I think this team is more Kellen DeBoer influenced than anything. More Kellen DeBoer influenced by his coaching staff, by his guys. I don't think Nick Saban is giving that much of an input like people are saying. That is my opinion. But with the talent we got, we look at who been winning these SEC championships. I don't think it's crazy to think that we're gonna win the SEC championship. That is my opinion. So this is why I changed from SEC Alabama not winning the SEC championship to winning it, because I'm just looking at it, I'm like, bro, we got what it takes. We got what it takes. We got a coach that is proven, whether it is an NAIA, whether it's New Mexico, Fresno State, whether it's Pac-12. Pac-12, he beat Dan Lanning, Steve Sarkisian. What the other lame is at USC? That guy, Lincoln Riley. He beat the big name guys. He hasn't coached in the SEC. But guess what? He is coaching in the SEC. And guys, that is a lot to fear. So y'all can other teams can come out there with the chest poked out, thinking it's gonna be a cakewalk. Highly mistaken, guys. Highly mistaken. But guys, that is my reason why I think Alabama wins the SEC championship. We're going to be better on offense and closes the same on defense. College football is in trouble. Exactly right, my guy. Exactly right. But like I said, I just want to come on, give it a little test run. I had some topics I want to talk about. I haven't been on here in a while. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. I think Bam Down Sports is about to go live. Please go tune in to Bam Down Sports. Go see what they talking about. I'm pretty sure the week before the game, the Tuesday before the game, I'm pretty sure it's going to be very exciting. Go tune in to Bam Down. Pick'em show on Saturday. I got to look at myself. I'm trying to get on the show, but I got to look at see what I got going on Saturday, because there's been a lot going on my way. Been a lot going on. Glad you back, brother. Miss you dropping knowledge live. Appreciate it. Been very busy. Man. Been very, very busy, and I found some time today. So, guys, let's link up. Let's get ready for Saturday. Oh, it's on Thursday now. My bad. I thought it was Tuesday. On Thursday now. So tune in, Bam Down. Oh, I know it's going to be good Thursday. Ooh, that Friday. Ooh, it's going to be good Thursday. I know it is. So tune in to Bam Down Thursday. Guys, thank y'all. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Let's link up. Like my guy Roll Tide Willis say, I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. Blitz but blitz. And like I say, if you're not an Alabama fan this year, you're going to be pissed off. Roll Tide.